maybe coming through, but I feel like Team Dog with the Earth Spirit and Storm can really put their stamp on in that mid lane.
Is really nice for Whitemon though, if he's able to positioning himself correctly. Like Afu, In Your Dream, Abed, all playing heroes that have high mobility. If you're able to get lucky with a keen optic and you can build an early Aether Lens, Frostbite is so damaging. Like you don't itemize on a Storm Spirit to be able to survive super early on against a 3-second route that's just unavoidable. And if you get these good early items, it's often cast from a range that you weren't quite expecting. So I would be a little concerned if I was them. Obviously a bit less from In Your Dream because, you know, you can just morph and survive. But Afu and Abed definitely need to be a little bit scared if that's the if they get a little bit of luck on T1.
Yeah, I'm actually intrigued how he itemizes, because I like the potential of being able to have that catch with the Aether Lens and just playing with the increased cast range. But a lot of the time, you've got to be really careful, because the Storm is a hero who has one of the best jumps in the game. And Crystal Maiden, very squishy, very low mobility as well. So sometimes we just see these position 5s who are always going to get caught by the Storm. So Ice dropping the Nether Toxin, but the damage on Phantom Assassin, it's high at the moment, but now with the tag team, they're going to turn. There's the first blood. Jackie will still end up falling, but at least he's able to get that kill on Ice before he dies. Whitemon could be in trouble though, as Polo, he's got the boots, tries to slow him down with the Nova, but won't be able to. So Polo gets a double on the Undying there. Oh, is that
always handy.
Just face checking at the moment. They might just go back in. They're pretty strong at the moment. Tag team back up once again. They want to find Ice. He just TP'd in. Zephyr's taking the full brunt to the force. Killing spree for the Undying. He's already level 2 as well. Now Jackie's gonna eat a lot of damage. Polo got that extra items to come through. So the boots and the orb, man, he is melting through the PA. Meanwhile, you take a look bot, like Enigma's a hero who's fine with playing solo. You can just deny the wave, drag it back. Whitemon's pushed out a little bit too far, so we see Arthur and Polo, the duo in the support, gonna be able to find another kill. That's 4 at the moment here for the boys on Team Dog.
Quickly.
Arthur, does he want to roll? Jackie's gonna eat it with a kickback under the creeps, and there we go. It's a dominating spree for Polo, and meanwhile, mid lane, Arbit gets a solo kill on Carl. He's gonna pay the price though, but man, he is so happy with getting that kill on top of the mid lane. It's going to prevent the way to retreat up on the high ground. He's actually running towards Polo right now. They're going to double back.
As well.
The bait, man. The levels of the supports right now are so goddamn high. 3 on Arfu. Polo's 3 as well. They do lose the Viper though, so Jackie and Whitemon punishing that. Actually up top, we got some aggression. Nice shots. PA's going to jump forward here. Ice is in trouble. Got the rotation, but it might be a little bit too late here from Polo. Arfu's still trying to man fight. We'll get a return kill now with the roll forward with the help of Polo's son. Jackie gets the blur. Phantom Strike not going to make it in time. And they drop the Tombstone because Polo's son, he's got them level 4. Arfu's going to have to kick up if they want, but diving under the tower will not be how they want to play this one. So even a free lane for In Your Dream, but Ice down bot. They're diving the Viper. Polo with the rotation. Tries to get a little bit of health back. They're going to be careful because Ice is taking a long time to die, but there's no extra help. Arfu's going to show up now with the roll forward. Gets a connection on top of Cuckoo. The kick is well with the zombie. Jackie will fall. Polo is goddamn wicked sick, and he might even be able to get another one as well. Zephyr's trying to juke up through the northern tree line. Be able to use that TP out, but now Whitemon's going to be careful as well. He's showing up, and I mean, do you want to be here? The double support duo, they're just going to work. Kick back, Polo. He's out of mana.
Get your 8 kills.
Oh no. I mean, I guess the issue is that you have so many kills on a support who will probably eventually die, and it's going to be a big streak, you know, giving over to T1 as well. But I've just been so impressed. I don't even care if he's eventually going to die. He's 7-0-2. Not the streak. You don't want to give it away, but it looks like he will as they catch him out on the high ground. Although we dropped him too. He's pretty goddamn tanky. You've got to get this kill. It's worth so much. Oh! He stays alive. Arvid coming over as well, and now can he get the kill? Stack up
the tombstones. Oh,
he thought about it. He thought about it, but no. He's like, all right, Arbed. You know, I've got 7 kills. Let's let my cause get a couple.
They're rolling in onto Jackie.
Magnetide's dropped. Now CIS has got the ultimate as well. That tick damage is plentiful to be able to deal, but let's see if they punish the deep dive. Unfortunately, Zephyr, I mean, you just see the... What they see Polo in the river. I mean, can they kill him this time? Drops the tomb. Ultimate's not available, but Arthur's going to roll forward. They've already got the Veil, so the damage is just going to be through the roof. Tusker looks like they leave Zephyr, but now they can double back as Arbed still has some mana to utilize a zip. They finally get that kill. Who got it? Carl did fourth.
He needed it.
Yeah, he very much needed it. Now third in the net worth. But, I mean, Jackie could be in trouble here. Roll forward. Do they get the stun connection? They don't, but even taking away that stack, yeah, that's the important thing. Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Jackie's just going to get suffocated inside the jungle. You see Arbed's almost got an Orchid as well. Like, yes, you've got Tusk with some defensive factor, but, I mean, Arbed... He's just going to try and burst down the Phantom Assassin because, I mean, Radiant down bot and just making all the space to enable this storm. Launcher gets a miss, but it's not going to matter as meanwhile continue to the aggression. Zephyr will die to the damage over time, and Enigma's going to fall as well. As Team Dog are just... I mean, this is a masterclass performance, this game 3.
2 braces on the Tusk, so he's going to have a hard time dying.
He's got the Orchid, the Snowball gives Carl the life. Now they're going to try and turn. But has he gone a little bit too far with the control? That's a big kill. Carl will claim it, 392 gold.
Just queues it up in his quick buy, but they're going straight in. Storm just respawned, dives super deep, White one's dead, Jackie has to run.
See if they want to punish this. Enigma's got the black hole. They're going to be careful for the group up. They're drawn it up to Tombstone, but they don't really have a way to continue forward. As now Zephyr, he's in trouble as well. Drag back Arbed, and even in your dream showing up to this fight. I mean, Cuckoo is trying to, you know, dish out maybe a potential ultimate, but even if he does, like, Radiant have some okay ways to be able to cancel it. Jackie, no. He just wants farm. He wants a little space. He's just begging right now to get anything, it feels like. But another kill for Arbed, and I mean, Dire, they're posturing pretty aggressively. They got to be careful because Radiant have such good information at the moment. But the Atos sets up for the roll now. They're straight on top of Cuckoo with a 3-man silence. Fu, they're just completely styling on tier 1 at the moment. They're going to roll on forward. Fu on top of the back line, simultaneously just chain locking down
double
the
kill
Ember
for
as
Polo.
well. It's a double for Polo. And now they might even be able to make it a triple.
He timed that. He timed that.
100%. I am the carry now. Polo saying, you know, they've transitioned him to a 5 with Fu playing the 4, but man, he feels like he's playing a goddamn position 3 right now with his net worth. And oh, they see Zephyr as well. He's going to walk into the roll, and now the rest of Radiant, they're coming over the kickback, tries to get Ice in range. Gotta be careful how deep you go from Fu. This tag team, Jackie also with the damage, but it's not enough. They get out of range. Now they're going to look to turn. Ice dealing with the Phantom Assassin. He's dragging him away from this fight and away from Cuckoo for that potential of a black hole. DP with the outpost. Carl's going to try and punish this though with the tearing chains. A little bit too late, however. Fu will make it out.
They're just playing on T1 side of the map without a care in the world.
Well, this is a good rotation. In your dream, he doesn't have a defensive item. He's got the chains. And he's got that attribute shift, but it looks like with the immense amount of rotations and the extra heroes, they even commit the black hole. I mean, Cuckoo, 200-second cooldown. Yeah, you've got that Spirit Vessel, which is a great way to deal with the Morphling, but now that's a big ultimate down. I mean, they haven't used it since now Arbed. I mean, they're well aware that they can punish with the abilities down. Atos sets up for the roll. They're going to try and bring Carl through. Snowball doesn't give him the defensive factor. He's going to be able to get the Remnant away. They're going to be careful with the drag on 5. This Magnetize is doing so much work. Ice even showing up as well with the damage over time here. They find 2. Trying to drag this one back. Arbed doesn't have too much mana to continue forward. You've got to keep in mind that, well, unfortunately, Cuckoo, he's going to be in trouble. There were some reinforcements coming through, but it's going to be a little bit too late with the Orchid ticking out, and Arbed, look at the space now, because they just walked inside Roche. They dropped the Tombstone. They just got Polo tanking, and if they give this Aegis over to Arbed, I mean, he's already had such a strong game, 8-2-4. The Aegis on Storm is one of the best carriers. They might even give it to In Your Dream if they even care about it, but...
Give it to Polison. Give it to Polison. Oh.
Jackie's got the Deso now picked up, but he's going to be careful because Arbed's down bottom, and now Jackie, well aware of his positioning, right-clicking through the blur. Arbed just, scouting that one out on top of the creeps, and they don't even matter. They're going to roll forward. They don't even need the storm. Straight on top of the Ember, they're going to melt through the Crystal Maiden. Now Car's in trouble as well. Can he get the Remnant on top of the higher gun? They're actually going to commit forward with the roll. So a lot of damage on Arfu. He's got to be careful for the heal with the Soul Rip, and Arfu's going to be able to keep his life. Although with the tick coming through in the midnight, it's not enough, as Ice has a killing streak. 17,000. They're just going from one fight to another. A regen for Arbed, so he can zip all the way back up the top, and we did get that regen popped, unfortunately, but that's coming through. I mean, Carl, they get the silence. Where's the extra follow-up? A toss if Ice can get in range. They find the roll, and now he actually could be in trouble. Remnant is there. Okay, meanwhile, top lane, Arbed trying to deal with the Phantom Assassin. Jackie's just going to end up falling out Whitemon. This might just be an extra kill for Arbed. Yes, he's got that extra armor, but it's not going to matter. Oh, will it though? Frostbite, Snowball, Cuckoo's going to get a range here. Maybe they baited him out far enough, and nicely done. You got to keep in mind the base, though, even though you lose that Storm Spirit, the big factor is that the rest of Radiant, they're just sieging down these objectives. Tier 3's already fallen, and
they all
only your dream
for that.
Maybe one? Committed?
No, that was... I feel like that was last game. Well, see you later, see you. Thanks for coming.
A good old E-Blade against a squishy support, and Enigma's going to get caught out as well. You just cannot be outside the base. There comes the Black Hole, but it'll do instantly nothing. It's a silence from Arfu, the roll inside. This might be getting to the stage where they're going to try and drop the G's, as Team Dog are just completely styling 4 down on T1, and that's going to be a second full set of racks. I mean, PA, this game's over. This game is over. T1, they call it, and they're now knocked down to the lower bracket. If there's anything to say, Hollow's Undying was monstrous in this early game, and again, Arfu getting the Earth Spirit as well. Wowee, what a game from Team Dog.
Yeah, just a simple 48 kills in a 24-minute game. Just some DOTA thing, and Team Dog, they take it out. It looks like they didn't even need Benny the whole time. They just needed faith in themselves. That's all it was. But really well played for them. Guarantees themselves top 3 in this tournament, which, as this ragtag team thrown together, I'm sure Arbed and Ice are going to enjoy the little bit of practice that they've got before they head over to play for EG. But I think a lot of thanks can come to the supports this time around. I feel like, I don't want to say they carried them, but they definitely made it easy.